What is happening, everybody? We're live, Joey. We're live again, back at another episode 129 with Mr. Uncaged MTV, Joey Yates. What is happening, Joey?
Oh, I'm just reading the views here to see who our whole shot is right now, and it's the people are competing for this now.
This is great. This is great. Let's can you hear my sound effects? That come through?
I heard you hit a computer. That's all I heard. There we go. Yeah.
Folks, welcome back to another episode. We've got a great one for you today because today's episode is about a company that's really about mindset. It's about when things go wrong, and oftentimes things do happen in life, as we all know. There is always something that we can glean from it, something we can learn from it, and we can decide to have a certain mindset about it. The company is called Good Day Optics, and it's a great company that's got an amazing story behind it. The CEO is a guy by the name of Jared, and he's backstage, and I can't wait to bring him out to share the story with you all. But before we do, business as usual. I think people are clamoring for the Whole Shot Award, and the Whole Shot Award is the first person to comment at 6:30. And Joey, who do we have today?
This is a good one today. You ready?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There it is.
Oh, Mia! Mia from Women's MTV Network.
Mia got it today.
Congratulations, Mia. That's amazing. The first time. Well, Joey, tell
Yes.
Mia what tell Mia what she wins.
Well, you said that I was gonna win a cigar today, so
The segment, we are giving away a cigar for the Whole Shot Award today. So, Mia, I expect to see this on your next video, you smoking this cigar.
there
So,
you go.
hey,
There you go.
congratulations to you, my friends. Joey, as far as Thursdays go, I know there was a teaser that YT dropped about
Yes.
something new coming out, but did it come out today on
No.
Thursday?
No, they're teasing us a little bit longer. I believe it's next Wednesday,
Uh,
but that
uh-huh.
is at the YT Mill over on the other side of the pond.
Oh, the Surrey Hills
Sorry.
location.
So, yes.
Oh, I
So
wonder
that
what it
might be
is.
Thursday our time.
That could be Thursday our time. Any guesses as to what we may be getting?
Well, there's not really many clues on there, but I kinda zoomed in today, and it did say something about on one of the Post-it notes, it said, "Need to ask Jeff for a night ride," or something like that.
Really?
So,
Jeff. Oh, is there
yeah,
a bike with a Jeff in it? I
yeah,
wonder.
I don't
There
know I don't
there
know if that's
might
true or
be.
not.
That might be. That might be. They always leave some kind of a hint in there, and that's a good call, Joey. I never got a chance to look deep into the post. I just saw it was like an old 80s computer
Yeah,
is
which
what
is
I
great.
which
Yeah.
is cool, and it was in that funky font, and, but you went further and zoomed it in and saw a note on there. That's
Yeah,
pretty
today they
impressive.
posted one with some Post-it notes on there, so yeah.
Oh, man, Detective Joey, Detective Joey. Speaking of Joey, did you see the latest video that just came out on the Segment YouTube channel? Did you see the Joey math?
I did. I agree with the Joey math. It made perfect sense to me. Two Joeys cancel it out, so
Right? Two negatives equal a positive. Oh my gosh.
that was
For the
funny.
folks who haven't seen it yet, we just released a new video with Spokesman MTB. We had him at Greer Ranch, and Joey actually let him borrow the decoy while Joey rode his acoustic bike, and about second lap in or third lap in, that I-9 hub just decided to call it quits.
Well, that's because I didn't wanna ride the bike anymore, and that was the only way I could get my decoy back was to destroy his, so sorry, Steve.
Oh, man.
I could've
You
just
were
left the
killing
tire
it
out
that
the
day.
tires, but I figured someone would fix that.
Exactly, exactly. Yes, definitely. Got to the top of the mountain and had a whole slew of people, which was another Joey. MTB Smooth was up there with one of the trail dogs, Nate, dropping MTB with John. They all clambered around to help fix Steve's bike, which was very cool, and
Yeah,
got it somewhat fixed.
we got him rolling again for that day.
Yeah, got him down the mountain, but then I think the I-9 hub definitely on the way back to Durango decided to call it quits on
Yeah,
him.
yes,
So
he's got some new parts coming soon.
He does, and some new rubber I saw
Yeah.
that, I saw that. Let's check in with the chats real quick, Joey. We got quite a few folks that are here. We see Double R. What's up, bro? I see you on here, man. Welcome aboard. Obviously, Mia with the whole shot award and the winner of the cigar. I mean, I gotta
Yeah.
spruce up this whole gift
Look at all the
box.
630 ones. Check them out, Mark. Like,
Let's
let's
see.
go through them. We got Trail Monster.
Yeah, Trail Monster was trying to jump on. He was at 6:30, just right behind Mia.
Yeah.
Trail Monster, what's up, Neil? Out of Arizona, he's in there. And we have MTB TNA says whole shot
She had it
sweet.
at 630 too.
6:30 as well. What's up, Lauren? Good to see you out of Miami, Florida. Johnny U from the Johnny U Show. If you guys haven't seen that, his latest podcast, check that out. It's on Spotify as well. But he's there at 6:30. Says I'm here too. They were like right by each other.
Yeah, they're so
Trail,
good all through them, right? These are
yeah,
all
Trail Pimp was on. That was 6:32. What's up, Trail Pimp? He says, "Yo, yo, welcome aboard." Our guy up by North Star. Yeah, a lot of people try to get the whole shot, but it can only go to one person today. Congratulations to you, Mia. It is a good day. It is definitely a good day. And speaking of good days, we have the CEO of Good Day on the show, and
That's a
want to
nice
bring.
transition.
Yeah, we're working on those transitions, brother.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring Jared out. Let's learn all about it. Feel free to ask questions as always, and let's learn about Good Day Optics. Jared.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good, brother. Welcome aboard all the way from Alberta, Canada. He's joining us today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ye-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that'd be north of Montana for people who don't know where Canada is.
Yes. Yeah. Is it winterish time for you right now, or are you still in ride season out there?
We still ride. It's 10 to 16 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I always have to use Google for that.
I know, me too. Last time I did this too, I got everyone's phone and their cars all messed up, and I'm gonna try it again. Sorry, everybody. Hey Siri, what is 10 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
10 degrees Celsius is 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
10
50 to
degrees.
60.
Yeah, that's nice. Start off like just a little cold, but then you warm up real quick, and the rest of the ride is nice.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Mount by Q&A is saying, Joey, thanks for the shout out on that last video. Jared, for if you haven't seen Johnny U, his sign off is now go out and get your bikes dirty on his show. And so Joey, we started off the YouTube episode and Joey was like, Johnny, I'm gonna go get my bike dirty. And so we kept it in there. It was awesome. It was awesome. MTB TNA says Johnny has been giddy all day at your shout out, Joey. That is awesome. So it's a good day for Mr. Johnny U. Jared, for you, fellow mountain biker, you're out there. You decided to create Good Day Optics, and I really love the story behind it, and I really want people to know how this all started. So, where did the motivation behind Good Day Optics come from?
Yeah, so last summer I unfortunately watched my mom pass away in 17 days at 61.
Ooh.
So yeah, kind of the worst days of your life.
Yeah.
So then and then when I went back and reflected on it, I'm like, okay, so it'd be cool to have a brand that, could make people feel better, do that. But then when I looked deeper in it, those 17 days, there was some good out of it. Like my family got closer together. I got to spend all 17 days with my mom. My wife and I are closer. So, when you start looking at the bad, there usually is good. So yeah, that's what our brand is kind of about is, making every day good.
Nice. Nice. Those 17 days, was it something that she had been diagnosed with, or was it something that was really sudden?
Super sudden. So June 11th of last year, my mom and stepdad were at my house helping me with yard work, complained of a hurt back that she thought was like a workout injury. Next week, went to the doctor filling up with fluids. Sunday in the hospital. And then 17 days later on July 13th, she passed.
She was gone.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I'm sorry, brother. What did they find out? Was it a cancer thing, or was it something?
Oh yeah, we knew it was cancer basically on day one. Unfortunately, it mutated so much, so it was cancer of the unknown primary. So they didn't know what type of cancer it was. They could it was so mutated they didn't know where it started from, and then it was interperitoneum, which is in layman's terms your stomach, your organ sac, because I don't understand body science. So yeah, and that's all over your body. So after that, it's like kind of game over.
God, it metastasized all over the place. So you guys are like literally having just a family day, doing yard work, hanging out, and things change so rapidly. In those 17 days, as you're losing your mom, you guys all got closer together. Afterwards, was there something that really just sparked you that said, you know what, I want to do something to give back, to maybe help other people that are in this situation? Is that where this came from the depths of that loss?
Yeah, so it kind of spanned through the whole 17 days as my mom made a joke. So when we found out it was cancer, and she, this was her third cancer, and she said, I don't think I can get through this one. And I told her, I'm like, mom, cancer is one day at a time. Some days suck really bad and some days are good. And then she made the joke of, well, how do you eat an elephant? And it's one bite at a time.
Yes.
So then I started making origami elephants and with words of motivation on the back. So there was one like live for the good days, you can get through the bad. And so like that was kind of playing throughout. And then that's kind of where the name comes from. And yeah, my mom left me stuff. So that allowed me to build the company. So then I was like, if this kind of breaks even, I'm happy. And then just the support of the community has made it go like tenfold.
Wow. That's cool, man. How you took that, how you eat an elephant one bite at a time, and you're giving her motivational messages with origami elephants. That's really thoughtful. Joey just popped this up on the screen. It says, Good Day Optics, our secret sauce. Inspired by the love of a mother for the outdoors, Good Day Optics was born. Our founder, driven by her spirit, create eyewear that matches her zest for adventure. With superiority quality, cutting edge technology, and robust durability, we're not just offering glasses, but the chance to cherish life's journey. Every product is a tribute to her and an invitation to you to make every day a good day. Let's celebrate life and its adventures together. So sweet. Man, is that cool to see that, or is it still, are you still in the healing portion when you're seeing these things and you're seeing your mom's picture and people are reading it? How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I think like kind of inspire, like I just like, sorry, like, I had to go through bad. So it's like, putting that out there and helping other people. Cause there's things way worse than losing a mom and there's things way less, but a lot of people just hide them. Whereas like, we've been talking for 13 minutes now and 18 minutes. So, we already have a closer connection because, I'm willing to share and it brings you into a community of wanting to share. So, you just build friendships a lot faster.
Ah, man, I love that mindset behind it, dude. So many people could go a lot of different directions with it, and I love how you're wanting to share the zest for life, the good days. We've all lost somebody in one shape or form. Joey here, podcast engineer Joey, lost his mama just this last year as well. So yeah, it's dealing with the pain and dealing with things are difficult, but the healing process and to be able to heal and take a journey that's going to help other people is really admirable. I love that. So Good Day Optics spun off of some of the words and motivation that you were given to your mom. When was the moment when you decided, let's let's do glasses so that we can look through this vision of a good day and decide to take on a day and have a good day?
I like that. I'm going to use that for my marketing now because never put it in terms as nice as that. Like, put on the glasses and, see a good day. Maybe I use it a little bit, but never put it to that nicely.
Oh, dude, you could have it. Use it. Use it as much as you want if you like it.
Yeah, it kind of started. So originally I was going to like, I started with goggles, or didn't start with goggles. The idea was there for goggles. And then I'm like, well, what am I going to do in the summer? And then I'm like, well, sunglasses are kind of like goggles of the summer. And that's kind of how every optics company plays. So that was kind of the thing of that. And then my mom was always, she didn't like the winter as much. I'm winter loving more as my title of ski EO shows. But
Oh, got it.
so then like sunglasses, I'm like, well, that's even like a kind of another way to remember her is she always had a pair of sunglasses on, was outside loving the summer. So yeah.
That's very cool. So sunglasses and goggles, that definitely played into your guys' zest for life and something that you could easily use and put out there. Um, had you always found like a gap in the industry for sunglasses and goggles, or did you just want to create something out of memory for this event for your mom to pass on to live on?
I mean, I've seen a little bit of gaps with products I've used. I grew up in the ski industry and being supported by a lot of brands, and it's very expensive and not a lot of support. And unfortunately, 80% of the market's owned by one big company. And if you can sell a product all the time and have no support and just like cash flow all the time, then and then I just wanted to create something new and try to help people out and focus a little bit more on, you buy an expensive pair of sunglasses, scratch it on day one, and then have to go back and buy another pair. I'm like, that's not a good day. So let's fix it.
Yeah, which brings me to one of the aspects of your company that I love is like you really stand behind your products and you really want people to have good days. So if you go out and you scratch your glasses, you drop them, you run them over, you get in a big yard sale and something bad happens to them. Talk to us about the warranty that's super cool about your company.
Yeah. So we basically will send you. So we made everything modular. So then we can send each individual part if it breaks, or if, après is a big part of, mountain biking and skiing, having a few drinks. If you forget your goggles or your sunglasses at a bar, then you let me know. I'll send you a new pair. Because you're having fun. You shouldn't be disciplined for, maybe having too much fun that day.
Yeah. That is awesome. That is awesome. So, like, scratches, breaks, stolen, you're covered. Once you join the Good Day movement, you're covered with glasses for is this for, like, a year, for 2 years, for life?
Currently we say life. We might move into how the bigger brands define it of life of a product. So every lifetime warranty you see currently is defined by, your product should last between 2 to 5 years. So if you're on year 7 and it is a manufacturer defect, they're like, well, you're outside of the warranty window.
Got it, got it. Or someone's like, "Hey, I really want, these glasses again. I broke them." 'em." We're like, "Dude, we haven't made those in, like, 20 years." We're on to new technology.
Yeah.
Joshua from Chicken Sandy's had something right there. He said, "That is pretty impressive for a warranty." Yes, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jared, you're gonna say something there.
Oh, like I said at the start, is I kind of wanted it to break even. And if sending a whole bunch of sunglasses or sunnies to someone made me lose money at the end of the day, it's yeah, no, no. Just build something fun and go from there. And the support has been tenfold. I always thought it would be a one and done product, so I wouldn't have repeat customers. And when you don't focus on nickeling and diming your customers, they have no reason to leave. So it's like they came from one pair, got supported there, then they'll buy goggles or they'll buy a second pair, or now they're spending like $300 on average on our limited edition apparel we partner with artists for, because when people don't feel nickel and dime, they don't want to leave.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. When they don't feel like nickel and dimed and Mickey Moused about things, they feel like it's a good product. The support's there. They're covered. They have my back. Yeah, why would they go anywhere? That's absolutely true. What when you're like Joe and I are in Southern California, it's always sunny out here, and so there's like sunglasses galore. And I'm trying to put myself in your shoes and think what it would feel like to start something like this and to have all these behemoths out there. You got Oakley and Spy and 100%, like everybody's out there. How does one get started and get into the market space? How do you do it?
Well, you have to, I learned it from a lot of videos and a lot of trial and error. Is you have to, when you build something, niche yourself out. Um,
Mm,
I can't be everything for everyone at the start, because you do have Smith and Oakley. So, you have to find one specific problem and solve it. And, that leads me to being a more expensive price point. But for the people who hate scratching, losing, and breaking their sunglasses, and they don't want to do it again, they're willing to pay for that. I'll lose customers at the start, but, no different than like the Tesla model. They started out with a $250,000 sports car, electric car. It wasn't for everyone. Got all them talking and excited. Then they dropped it down to 100K, got them all excited, and then now they are, a $30,000 to $40,000 car. So it's like, you find your niche, win there, then start growing out rather than trying to win the fight on all fronts at the start.
Smart. I like that a lot. This is looks like a testimony here coming in from Mia. She's saying both Alexis and I have a pair of each, and they are great. Joey, can we pull up the sunglasses that Jared has on his website?
Yes.
Let's take a peek at those. Because yeah, you can never have too many sunnies where it's sunny. I'm sure Miami in the house knows what we're talking about. Okay, so the Jenna and the Melissa are what you have right now. And keep in mind, folks, the prices that we're looking at are this is listed as in the loonie, right? In Canadian.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at those glasses. So I'm going out on a limb, and I hope I'm not wrong. Was Jenna mama?
No, Melissa's mom.
Melissa's mama.
Jenna's my sister. So continuing on the trend of, when I wanted to build the company, I'm like, oh, well, I'll name a product after my mom, and then she'll always live in the company. And then I was like, originally it was going to be male products named after women who inspired me, and women's products named after men who inspired me. But then I was like, women don't unfortunately get the same recognition and support as myself and my male counterparts. So I just said, F it, we're going to name all our products after women. They're going to be unisex because I can't tell you how your face should fit. So, it's more based on millimeters and centimeters than, sex, and just go from there.
I love these names. The non-douche white.
Yeah. So Mark, we actually have a survey for that. And, we ask, like, do you drive slow in the fast lane? Do you like to push over grandmas and just normally like to be an asshole? And if you answer yes to any of them, then we can't send you the non-douche white. We'll have to send you the stealth black.
The dirty pair. Chicken said, he says, I like the Melissas. Yeah, those are dope. That's so funny. Joe,
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed the play on words for like above the pictures there, like when it was in the collections, but it says seize the day, but it's spelled sea as in like an ocean sea, because they actually float.
Oh, no way. These float in the ocean?
Yeah, the Melissas float.
What?
With seawater protection. So, for your California surfing and your Miami surfing, I think they're surfing down there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow.
They'll just sit on top.
That's cool. I had lost a pair of sunglasses. I still remember to this day. Wakeboarding behind a boat, fell, glasses came off. I could see them and I could watch them sink, and I just couldn't get them. They just sank just faster than I could grab them. And I'm like, no. Questions coming in. MTV TNA saying, are they polarized?
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Beautiful. Chicken Sennies is saying, floating, that is legit brilliant. Yes, right?
So here's this is kind of like the shocking of the optics industry as I get in. So like when we go to pop-up events and like other trade shows and stuff like that, we always show our sunglasses floating on top of water. I had other sales reps come up to me from other brands and say, oh, that's bad for repeat purchases. Like that shouldn't be the mindset in this space. Like,
whoa, like right. Sinking is good for sales, so to speak, is what they're alluding to. Yeah. How dare they? That's terrible.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's not good. That's not good. We want to keep the glasses, especially when you love a pair of glasses and you watch them like sink to the bottom. You're like, no. Joey's a river rat. I'm sure you've lost a few glasses to the El Water.
I don't think it's happened. I usually don't wear my glasses in the water, Mark.
Oh man. I am that dude. Do I look cool? I can't ride, but oh man, but that is neat that those float. And then the other ones, it was the Jennas. Let's go to those real quick. Those had some pretty cool names too. I like those ones.
Yeah.
Where
Stealth Black, Non-Douche White, which is kind of our trending name, and then Bright as Fuck Yellow.
yeah, that's awesome. And where do you come up with? There's the Stealth Black. So if you are pushing over grandmas, driving slow in the fast lane, you will get the black ones. If you try to get the white ones, the non-douche white, which has like a cool, that's that bronze red lens. I'm learning a little bit about the lenses, but what I love about that lens color on the non-douche white is it really helps pop things for me on the trail. Like when I'm looking at rocks and shadows and things like that, I could see those a lot better with the bronzish lens.
Yeah.
And then the bright as fuck yellow, that's just like a nice little tinted that thing. Joey, this would look sick on your Izzo,
Oh yeah, those would match perfect.
right?
You definitely see me coming.
Got those race colors going on right there.
Yeah, I like
Oh, yeah.
that.
There, it's in American on this part of the website.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's transitioned over to the US dollar there. So that is those are $298 for that. And you have options there as far as the ones you want. And they have a lifetime warranty on it, which is pretty awesome. What kind of lens for the people that are like finicky with like lenses and have a lot more knowledge around that? What kind of lenses do you have on these frames?
So similar to what you'll see in any other high-end brand. So we use poly tech for that, and then we use our own proprietary coatings called Vision Tech. And I thought I was going to be clever spelling Vision VZN, and then people like always butcher it. They're like, what's a VZN or like this, and I'm like, well, it's like Prism but for Vision, or it's like Chroma Pop but it's Good Day's version of it.
Okay.
So it just helps with the clarity and splitting up the colors because our eyes can't split blues and greens very well. They just mash it together. So when you look through our optics, it spaces them out so you get that better pop.
No ads. I love that. I love that. Talk to us again about Chromo Pop, because I think a lot of people, we've heard that term before, but I really can't remember scientifically what that does. But I know it's cool. I know it's around what you were just saying.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Smith's technology, but it does similar things. And same with like Prism is, light is just waves. And our eyes don't do well at filtering everything all the time. Sometimes different colors get mashed together. So it just helps space out the waves so you can see it in a better clarity.
Nice. I love that. When it comes to writing and testing these glasses out, that's got to be like the funnest job when you're doing it. Is that how you kind of landed on the lenses that were released first based off of what you were testing, or you already knew exactly what you were going to go for?
Both. Like it's fun. Like, if you look on my LinkedIn, it's like, I think, so I do a daily entrepreneurial journey every day. And I'm pretty sure 98 out of the 102 posts are probably me on a mountain bike. And then, you also see what's like popular in the industry, right? Like, and being small, it's like, I would love to do some crazy colors and crazy things at the moment, but I can't always like do that immediately.
Right. You got to start slow, right? You don't want to get too far ahead. You got to see what keeps everything afloat, because you want to keep this thing going.
Yeah.
We have Mountain Bike Q&A is saying, or Trail Pimp, or Mountain Bike Q&A was Trail Pimp was saying, do you surf the powder and Banff on some rocketed skis?
I feel like he also asked if we have grizzly bears on the trails. So I feel like he's just searching like things in Canada that might happen.
Are these perhaps a what ifs?
Yeah, I'm surprised no one asked if we live in igloos or not. Honestly. But yeah, I ski powder in Banff, and then
Nice.
Revelstoke and Whitewater get a lot more snow, so that's usually where I go. But Banff is a lot closer to Edmonton, Alberta.
Now, are those ski resorts? Do they transfer into bike resorts in the summertime? Most of them.
Revelstoke does. Anything on Highway 1 does. So that's our Trans Canada, which goes across. So anything with the busy highway will translate. Some of the smaller hills don't translate into mountain biking in the summer, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Just I feel like there's so many cool things to ride up there. I went to Whistler not last summer, but the summer before last, and gosh, that was like such an amazing place. That whole area was just crazy. Such good dirt, man.
Yeah.
And then I came back home, and my son and I went to one of our favorite spots out here, which is a place called Vale. And it seemed like everything was even more dead than normal. Like everything's dead and dusty, and I'm gonna get emphysema from riding all this dust. I felt the difference. But
Like
yeah,
Vale, Colorado?
no, we have a lake out here close to us called Vale Lake. They call it Velocity is the bike park.
Oh, okay.
And so, but it's very deserty. So to go from like that extreme to the other side was like clearly noticed when we got back. Whereas we didn't really notice it before. We were like, this is fun. And then we went and rode Whistler and we came back. We're like, this used to be fun. It is fun again. It's just a different mindset. I just had to be like, yeah, that area is awesome.
Yeah. The curtain got dropped.
Yeah, like this is what my bike was happy. Like this is how everything's supposed to be. The kind of dirt I'm supposed to be. My tires were happy. Everything was so happy up there.
Just a lot of factory dirt.
Yes, yeah. Do you find that where you ride, it's a lot loamy like that in your area? Is it like that all up there?
I haven't been to Whistler for mountain biking. I've only skied it. It's not as, and yeah, I wouldn't say it's very loamy, or well, like the normal trails aren't loamy. Like you can find some like hidden trails and stuff, and then that'll be the loamy stuff. But in Edmonton River Valley, it's very. I haven't been able to find anything of loaminess yet.
Not yet. I think too, it's different as well because I do remember when I was riding up there at Whistler, the locals were like, "Man, it's so dry and dusty," and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? This is amazing! This is amazing."
They're like, you're like, have you seen a California drought?
Exactly. We're sliding all over the place. Drift City. Trail Pip is saying Revelstoke is sick, and he also says, I used to think it was that Vale too. Oh yeah, when people talk about yeah, that would be nice if I actually lived by Vale. Chicken Sandy says, I'm hoping to visit Whistler next year. Yes, definitely. Trail Pimp is saying also, how about Panorama? Is there a place called Panorama close to you?
Yeah, it's in Invermere. So 3 hours from Calgary west. I call it the Donut Mountain because unfortunately it's the only, they have mountain biking, haven't done the mountain biking, but for skiing, I call it the Donut Mountain. And the reason being is every other mountain around it gets snow except for Panorama.
So it looks like a donut hole.
Yeah. Like literally there's like 5 resorts within it, or like tons of mountains. There's heli skiing an hour away. There's glaciers an hour away. And then like 4 other resorts an hour away that all get puked on. And then Panorama's like, oh yeah, we still got grass on some of our greens.
Oh no. Oh no. That actually sounds like it's time for a commercial slot. Oh yes. When you hear the harp, that means we're doing a commercial slot. We're going to be selling tickets to Panorama. And what we're going to do is, Jared, you're going to be the salesman for Panorama to talk people into it. Joey, you're going to be somebody who's just pulled up and is thinking about buying a ticket, and I'll introduce it.
Am I going snowboarding or mountain biking?
You're snowboarding in the winter. We're snowboarding in the winter.
Oh,
all right.
Boy.
Here we go. Panorama. I'll go first with this real fast. Hey, folks. Welcome to beautiful Panorama. Oh, we do have somebody here who looks to buy a ticket.
Yeah. I'm looking to buy a ticket to snowboard today. I'm colorblind, but I didn't think it was this bad. Everything looks green.
and hold on.
Am I supposed to buy or sell?
You're selling.
I'm selling. Well, welcome to Panorama, the beautiful British Columbia. It's a great place to snowboard.
That's pretty good. I give it that. Hey, does this look like a donut? Why am I hungry for a donut? Oh, that does it now. Does it always not dump in Panorama? Oh my god, I was crying on that one. Joey.
No, they get snow. It's just not as much. Like, so Kicking Horse is like 45 minutes north, and it's like like they call it the Champagne snow capital of the world. And like they'll get like 100-centimeter days, and then like from that same snow, which is like only 45 minutes away, maybe Panorama will see like 10 centimeters.
Oh, got it. So they get some, but just barely enough.
Yeah.
If you made a colorblind corrective lens, then oh no, that would make it worse. It would be green for sure then.
If you made a green colorblind corrected lens, so the grass looks white, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You could sell that place.
Oh, that's so funny. Chicken City is saying purple options are purple aprons. Am I reading that right? Oh, you and your purple, Johnny says. Chicken City says got to be purple. So, do you
They're
have
all on this purple trip?
Yeah, we had. Were some of the lenses purple? I can't remember. Or
Not
we didn't
yet.
even look at the goggles yet, did we?
No.
We gotta check those out too here in a little bit. We do have a happy zebra. I think that's Debbie Keogh. She just popped on. What's up, Debbie? Good to see you. All the way out in New Zealand. Marty Richards, Octodad saying, "What up, nerds?" And he's also saying snowboarding. So, yes. Welcome to the show. We got Jared on here. As far as your products go, since we have an international guest here, do you ship internationally? Well, shoot, you're Canadian, so yes, you do.
Yeah, we ship worldwide. We actually have a few. So we call our team riders shred friends because we care more about having fun, welcoming others, and having good days rather than like spinning the best tricks. So we have a European shred friend and we have an Australian shred friend.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. Trail Pit, man, he really knows the places. He says Kicking Horses Extreme World Freeride Tour. Yes. So Marty in New Zealand could, or if you were to order some glasses, he could get them in from you that way. Okay, that's very cool to know. That's good to know. Worldwide. This show is in 38 countries right now. I don't know how, but it is. So we're stoked on that.
How many countries are there in the world?
Let's see.
Hey
Siri. How many countries are there in the world?
There are 195 countries in the world.
100.
This is from worldatlas.com.
Thank you, Siri. 195. Good gracious. So 38. We're like what, 20%?
Yeah, 19.4%.
Yeah, see? That was a little bit of math there. Look at Marty. He had it 190 to 200. Dang. Sounds like you need a New Zealand shred friend. Yes. Yes, it does.
100%. Send us an email.
Yes. Check out so Marty, I don't know. I think there is skiing in New Zealand. Obviously, there's mountain biking where he is. He's in Rotorua. But I think, is it the North Island that you can ski on and snowboard on? Is that correct? Does anybody know? I don't know. But if you do, pop it in the chat. Joey, let's bring up those goggles. And have you tested these goggles out on mountain biking?
Yeah. So we started ski goggles, and then the Valerie is going to be our mountain bike goggle.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
So what we do different, and what kind of everyone else doesn't want you to know, is the difference between a ski goggle and a snowboard goggle, or sorry, a ski and a mountain bike goggle, is there isn't that much difference. It's all in the lens.
Like a double lens or something?
Yeah. Sorry. So one's 2-layer, because like with skiing, if you just have a single layer lens, it'll fog up because it's cold on both sides, where when you get, your multiple layers, that's how and then the space in between, that keeps it from not fogging. So we're going to do a goggle where you know, you can, if you just want it for mountain biking, cool. If you just want it for skiing, cool. But then we're going to do it where if you want it for both, then you can order both types of lenses and have a full season goggle.
Got it. And are your lenses, do they, there it is right there. Joey's bringing up the MTB and snow combo, the classic smile. Do those lenses, are they magnetically attached or are they are?
Yeah.
Whoa. So you literally just pop them out.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, like this.
Wow. For the folks that are on Spotify and iTunes, he just lifted his lens out and there it was. I think where were we, Joey, when we were riding and you went to go change your lens out on your current goggles and you were like, "Oh God, I don't think I can do this."
That was either on the way up to Snow Valley or Sky Park, and yeah, I panicked a little bit because I waited until the last couple minutes, and that wasn't the easiest thing to do.
No, it was like beating a tire. You were like trying to get it in the little grooves.
Were you on a
Oh.
chairlift at the time just to make it
No,
more
no,
extreme?
luckily I was still in the car, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were driving in, but I was panicked for him. I'm like, well, I don't know if he's gonna get those on there before we get there.
Here's
That's
my new
pretty.
goggle, full wind edition.
Yes,
Yeah,
the optics through these are very clear. However,
It's like the dirt can just go right through it.
it can. It's these are called, okay, so we have two goggles, the Emily and the Valerie. Who are these named after? The Emily and the Valerie.
The Emily's named after my wife, and then the Valerie's named after my mother-in-law, because she's like I say jack of all trades, but I guess the proper term would be Jill of all trades. So I was like, well, you know, since she can literally do anything, like, you know, she'll come to my basement and do like home renovations. She can frame up a wall. She can do tile. She can basically do anything you ever need her to do. So I'm like, well, that's kind of the perfect name for a goggle that can, you know, do mountain biking in the summer, skiing in the winter, snowmobiling. Like, you know, you could do anything with it.
Yeah, that's really cool. That is really, really cool. That's a great name to have for that. The jack of all trades, the Valerie. That's cool. What we're currently looking at right now is the Emily, named after your wife right there. And those are also magnetic.
Yeah.
And I was noticing Joey was going through the straps. You had multiple different types of straps on there as well. Is that also kind of a niche that you're going to do that's a bit different?
Yeah. So because we make everything modular, we partner with artists to create different pieces of artwork. So kind of my mentality behind that was, you know, people change jackets quite regularly in the winter season. Like they'll get a new one every couple of years. So, you know, let's say you have something that was bright green before on your goggle strap and now you don't have a bright green jacket. Well, go take a look at, you know, your favorite artist or a different strap and just, you know, change the strap and be in the ecosystem rather than having to buy a full new goggle. And same thing for, you know, mountain biking's a little different where you're, you know, every face shape I think is pretty similar. In skiing, like the helmet to gap ratio can change drastically. So it's like, hey, just change out the frame then rather than, you know, buying a whole new goggle. It's like we're building kind of like a goggle ecosystem. So then you don't have to leave it.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Marty is saying North Island is where you could snowboard. And he's also saying like Swatch watches where you can kind of change things out.
Yeah.
That's cool. Kind of like build it the way you want.
Yeah.
As far as the MTV goggles, is there a way to do a like a personalized strap for that? Like if you know how you have multiple mountain bike groups out there, is it feasible or possible to do that where you can personalize them?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this yet, but we've got a few for other groups, but there's actually Women's Mountain Bike Network. We're playing along with making a strap that will raise funds for that group to get more women out into mountain biking. Or that's what I hope. Hopefully Mia's like, yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure Mia's excited about that. That is freaking awesome. That's good stuff. Yeah, we don't have that out there currently. Nobody's doing anything like that. I think, Joe, you actually thought of something like that before, didn't you? Or you brought that up somewhere?
Talking about that once before. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. That's really, really cool. Oh yeah, here he is. Mia's saying Yep. Yeah, because there are a lot of mountain bike groups that they belong to. You know, a community is so strong in mountain biking, and to see that strap on someone's helmet, like, oh yeah, there's the bomber crew, there's the trail dogs, there's all the you name the different type of groups out there.
Yeah, let me
There's so
see. Let me see if I can find it quickly. And then this is what I don't know if you're familiar with the World Ride mountain bike group.
I feel like Mia saying this is going to be amazing.
Mark, if we get a pair of these Women Mountain Bike Network goggles, then we'll be able to blend in the group rides a little bit better.
They'll
All right.
never see us coming. Yeah, that's really cool. While you're doing that, I'm gonna bring up the Good Day Optics Instagram and do a couple shots of that because it sounds like you're somewhat newer. I mean, obviously skiing is your jam, but luckily for us in the mountain bike world, you fell in love with mountain biking too. And so I've been seeing, notice how I see Joey and my transitions there. I've been seeing some posts of you on a mountain bike here. And oh wait, speaking of Women's MTB Network, check this out. Look at the swagger on this. The folks that are looking, there's some Good Day Optics right there. There's Mia herself and Gear Girl, Alexis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See?
Yeah. Look at those. They're rocking them. Look at both side to side. The whole look. They're doing the whole look. I love it. I love it. They're awesome. They are fun. Joey, we missed you on that day. We had a good day out there. And here we go. Look at this with a Zeb fork. This looks like this is you right here out in the wild, Jared.
Yeah. So this is out at Baseline, and then such a rad community. So it's a mountain bike, little tiny. It's not tiny hill, but a little hill or a mountain west of Red Deer. So about an hour and a half north of Calgary. But the community there is probably the friendliest mountain bike community you'll ever find. Like I ride a hardtail normally, and these guys all have like second bikes, and they're like, oh, here, ride my, like, this is a stump jumper. And the guy's just like, oh, here, ride it. Last time I went out there, another guy was like, oh, here, ride my bike. So yeah, I always go out with a hardtail and end up riding someone else's full suspension bike.
Wow, that's really cool. Wow, sounds like a good community out there for mountain biking. That is really cool. Now you are, I said earlier, somewhat newer, but when did you start mountain biking?
This year.
Okay, so it was pretty recent.
Yeah.
I had that in my mind, but I wasn't 100% sure. What ended up getting you on the, I mean, it seems like a natural path to go from the same mountains that you can ski and then in the summertime go back to those mountains and mountain bike. But was there, what drew you to the sport?
Well, kind of what didn't draw me to the sport was, so being in the ski industry, I always got pro deal. So I could buy like 10 pairs of skis for the price of one bike.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And then like on skis, dropping a 20-foot cliff into powder, if I mess that up, it's soft and fluffy. If I'm standing on my bike, dead stop and fall over, that hurts.
Yes. Yeah.
Good point.
That picture is actually New Zealand.
Right there. Oh, that is New Zealand. Yes, You're right. But until then, here is a photo of some epic slopes in New Zealand. Wow. Beautiful.
But then, yeah, so kind of at the same time when my mom passed, I had a little bit of disposable income. So I'm like, oh, I'll buy a bike. And then my first bike ride ended up throwing up. Apparently, tater tot poutine is not a good pre-ride snack.
It's pretty heavy. So you were feeling that, huh?
Yeah. And then second ride, kind of had to back out again because I was riding with like a guy who does like big mountain bike races and everything. And then finally started going. I got it consistent. I was going every morning at 6:45, and I'd do about 100 kilometers a week because of that. And then yeah, you just build up your endurance and then you have fun and you kind of keep going.
Yes, definitely. Sounds like similar riding to Joey. When I first met Joey, Joey was a XC rider, just like, and still had super strong legs, can climb everything. But yeah, I was throwing up. I just wasn't telling him.
Did you get lightheaded?
I got everything. I was just trying to pretend like I was fine. Like, this is just fun. Yeah, I was dying. I was dying until you get strong enough, you know. And then right about then, he sends me a picture that he ordered a YT decoy. I'm like, I just got here. Now we're going e-bike. Marty Richards out of New Zealand saying, are your goggles tunnel vision or wider riding view? A lot of MTB goggles have a narrow view effect.
We're trying to build as wide as possible. You know, you kind of get limited by how much space you have in a full frame helmet, right? Like with the ski goggle, you have a lot more space to like come out. In a mountain bike, you're limited to what you can put out there.
Do you feel like but it sounds like you've thought of that already. So you weren't like, let's just go as narrow as possible. Let's make them feel like they're snorkeling. I mean, you definitely went as wide as you could.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Because yeah, even in the goggles that are available now, there are some that you feel like you're snorkeling and you're like, oh my God. And then there are some that you feel like, okay, this is doable. Women's MTB Network is saying, hey friends, I have to go. Lots to do to be Sedona tomorrow. We'll listen to the rest of the drive. Have a great night. Oh man. Talk about going to a beautiful spot. Mia's heading up to Sedona.
I don't even know what Sedona is. It's probably like when I say like Revelstoke in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, Sedona is just one of our it's in Arizona. It's one of our beautiful places. If you remember, you might be too young for this, but the Bugs Bunny or the Roadrunner and Coyote show, the cartoons where the coyote is always chasing the Roadrunner, it looks like that. It's just very cool.
Really?
Red rocks, cliffy, just super cool topography. Beautiful, beautiful place.
Because that's like similar to like the terrain at Moab too, right?
Similar looking. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Really
Cool.
pretty. Really pretty. An awesome place, especially if you're an XC rider or just can go like long distance because that terrain is not smooth. It's like a tech. So 1 mile in Sedona is more like, what'd you say, Joey? Like 2 miles?
Two, maybe 3.
2, maybe 3.
Water spring.
Right. We once went on a said ride that was like, that's only 5 miles. And it was definitely not. But it's a lot of like, you know, you gotta like a lot of lift and push to get over rocks and step ups and all kinds of but it's beautiful. So congratulations, Mia, for jumping out there. I bet you she's filming some cool stuff out there. We have MTB Tank is jumping on. Tank, if you're just coming on to the show here, we have Jared. He is the CEO of Good Day Optics and making an epic line here for your eyes, both goggle and for lifestyle. The choices there and the story behind it is really cool. He says, thanks, bro. You got it.
It is a sweet sticker. I was trying to like squint in, and then when you brought it up to the video, then I can see it a lot bigger.
Yes, that is pretty dope. Yeah, that was a seat. Did who designed that for you, Tank? Was that another Adam Mock thing? He's been doing a lot of good stuff lately, or maybe he did. Trail Pimp is saying MTB Tank has the coolest sticker. Yes, for sure. So now that you've been riding this last year, tell us about the bike that you got right now.
Yeah, so it's nothing great. It's a Norco Fluid hardtail.
Nice.
Just because I didn't go full suspension because I wasn't sure I was gonna love it. And then now next year it's like, yeah, March comes, gonna go with a Canyon Spectral 29, 170, 160, I think. So
baby, going full enduro.
Yeah. And then
Heck yeah.
go out to some more mountains and stuff. And yeah. I don't know. People always are amazed when I'm like going out to mountains on my hardtail. They're like, you can ride this? I'm like, yeah, I just have to pick the trail. It's like when you're on a full suspension, if you have enough travel, you can just send it any which way.
Yeah, this is true. And I think Joey told me this when I first started too, that if you start on a hardtail, you really get to learn how to do line choice. You really get to learn what punishes you for making a bad decision and what rewards you for making a good decision. And then from there, your baseline is solid. Is that Is that about right, Joey? Did I say that right?
Yeah, I agree with that a lot. I think a hardtail is a good way to start, just so you are riding the bike under control. Like if you just jump on a full suspension bike and you haven't ridden it all, the bike's doing a lot of the work for you, so you don't know that you're in trouble a lot of the times.
Yeah, true. Until you are. And then the bike is like, sorry, I took you as far as I could.
No, it's really fun when you're on a full suspension with 160 travel and you're like, oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I
That's
think
that's baseline. You guys should search it up later. It's gnarly terrain.
yeah. It's called Baseline.
Yeah, baseline mountain out of Rocky Mountain House.
Ooh, I'll have to check that out. That sounds like something.
Actually, what we should do a segment like trip one time with all the followers. You guys should all come up here and like it's like a big camping thing. Like it would be unreal.
Really? Sweet.
I mean, it's probably only like a 36-hour drive for you guys, but it'll be worth it.
Nice.
We could fly in somewhere, fly
Yeah.
into Montana and drive up, or just fly into we'll just fly into
Yeah.
Alberta.
Fly into Calgary or fly into Edmonton. I got an
Yeah.
8-person trailer. I can sleep 6
Wow.
others.
Oh, dude, that would be amazing. That would be a fun, call it the segment getaway.
Yes.
And until we see what this baseline trail looks like.
So I've gone there twice this year. Both times have been like 2 serious injuries. One person broke their collarbone and the other person like wrecked their shoulder and like back end of their bike, snapped the derailleur off and everything.
Dude, what is this baseline trail? Let me see if we could. I'm gonna go to Instagram, see if I can look it up. Is it rocky chunky, or what are we talking about here?
It's everything. Rocky, chunky, steep, tight trees, like it's intense. Joey's like, let's go.
Joey's laughing at me because last time I tried to look up a trail, my geography was all messed up. So I know it's in Canada at least. Joey's laughing at me. I'm gonna end us up in Alaska somehow. Now it says Old Baseline Lookout and Baseline Mountain. That's not it, right?
That is it. But let me
Is
see
it?
if I can find.
See, Joey, I'm getting better at this. I'm
No,
gonna
you're
add it
good.
to the show.
Canada's attached to us, Mark, so it's pretty easy there.
I know.
No, that isn't it. Baseline MTB .ca.
Got it. Okay, we're taking this off of the show. All right, going back in there. Baseline MTB base in. There's a lot of baselines. Baseline Colorado.
Oh, they have a
See?
video. You can watch the Lone Ranger go down the steep and deep.
Oh, okay. I love the Lone Ranger. That dude's awesome.
Yeah, that guy's awesome. That's some nice content.
He does. He does.
Yeah, Johnny's a hardtail rider.
He was
What?
until he got the Izzo.
Yeah.
Yes, which is all right for the folks that are
Hardtail 20 plus years keeps you honest.
Yeah. It's true.
And climb faster.
Yeah, those things are quick. What was the video that he did there, Jared?
Well, it's on Baseline MTB's, but the Lone Ranger has one, steep and deep / mountain biking baseline on YouTube.
And is that the title of the video as well? It must be steep and deep. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, if Lone Ranger's on it, it's gonna be gnarly. Whistler. He's got a lot of videos. I may not find it in time.
If you go to baselinемtb.ca, it's on their main page.
Okay. Baselinемtb.ca.
Yeah, and then you can see it just a little there by building the stoke.
Yeah, look at that. That dude took off from there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and there's the video right there. Steep and deep. Damn. The mountain, 1,910 meters of elevation, 500 plus feet of descending, and 20 plus trails. Look at that. See, Joey, I knew I told you I'd find it.
Nice.
There are blues, double blacks, pro lines, and that's it.
There,
Oh, there's one green called the Grom.
yeah, the Grom's their new like beginner thing, but I would say their blues are like a dark blue.
Got it. Wow. How close is this to you?
2.5 hours. My family has an acreage that's 30 minutes away.
Damn. Yeah, Trail Pimp, he knows the place. He says big jumps. Yeah, there's got to be some big stuff there for sure. Dude, that is awesome. There's so much in the mountain biking world to discover and ride. I had no clue. This is so cool. So cool. Joey, have you heard of this place before?
No, I haven't heard of it. I'm gonna check that video out though.
Yeah, this sounds awesome. This sounds awesome.
Yeah, it used to be part of like the Enduro series, and then because it was like an hour west of Red Deer, no one wanted to drive out of it, so it doesn't host any more races. But the community that builds everything out there, and like just an amazing group and super friendly. Like I've like if someone wants to build a mountain bike community or like a hill community, like that's who they should look after or look at like
What they've done.
Yeah, model after. Like,
Yeah.
you know, first time going out there, like they just welcome you with arms and like, hey, do you need a shuttle up? And then yeah, like anywhere else, it's like figure your own way up.
Wow. Right? Once you get there. Trail Pip is asking, any Van Girl Yucca sightings? I love her. Some of your local celebrities up in your area. Eric or Yucca. You ever see them out on the trails?
I don't know. Who is that? Lone Ranger?
No, it's there's another channel, BCPOV, and then Van Girl Yucca. They're a couple and they make some pretty epic videos too,
Great.
but they're out in your area. So it's definitely worth watching their stuff. They will man,
I
they're
wrote it
inspiring.
down. I've only been in the community for a year, so I was stoked to meet the Lone Ranger when I was out in Revelstoke for the women's enduro.
Oh, how did that go? That dude just comes across as like super nice.
Yeah, him and his partner are both super friendly. She was racing in it, and so this is kind of like what got me. So like I don't know if you've seen like women's enduros,
Yes.
but they're tons like the vibe there and like what everyone's about is tons of fun. And so it inspired me. I next year I want to make my own race, and it's called the Wooduro. So instead of measuring how fast it is or anything, we're going to put decibel readers in the corners, and whoever has the loudest woos will win the race. And you have to come in costume and stuff like the women's enduro races.
Dude, that's awesome. That sounds so fun. I love that idea.
In our group.
Yeah.
We'll do it when the segment comes up to baseline. We'll do the woo drill up there.
Yes. Based on the jumps, it might go from woo to oh shit. Joey, who would win the woo in our group?
Oh, you would, hands down.
Always having fun out there with that. Always following Joey. Like, we need some kind of a goggle with like a communicator in it or something so I can hear what Joey's saying. I said it's a drop. Like, oh shit, it's a drop. I thought you said roll it.
We do have the mics. We just haven't used them yet. So maybe we should try that next. Maybe we should do that on Saturday. Let's mic up and see what happens.
Yes. We have these new, Jared, there are these new mics that Joey has that are they Bluetooth to the phone, and we just keep the phone line open and we just talk like we're cell phones on, but
somehow they Bluetooth to the phone, but you don't need the phone. You don't need to make a call or anything. It's just
that's right. They just jump on like a mesh network somehow.
Yeah.
And these communicators are really small. They're like this big, and you clip them onto your helmet strap. But they're loud and clear enough to where you can actually hear each other, and they resist the wind noise. So you don't have to like push anything. You can just be flying down the trail. And if somebody knows the trail real well, they could be talking to the person behind them. Like, all right, follow me. You need more speed. This is a drop. Like, okay, loud and clear.
Yeah, my favorite thing saying is, you know, when in doubt, air it out.
Yes. Yeah.
And then when in trouble, tuck for a double. But this is where it gets really confusing, is because when you're in a pickle, tuck for a triple. And how do you know when you're in trouble and when you're in a pickle? Like, it seems like such a very like finite thing, and it's like a full extra rotation.
Right? When you're in the air, you have like a split second to decide. You're like, shit, this is a triple.
All until you hit the ground, and hopefully you're on the right side.
Right? Exactly. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Have you yet had, knock on wood, because it's part of our sport. We talked about, if you go 20 feet into powder, it's like a pillow. You're like, yes, let's do it again. If you fall from a standstill, you're like, ah, damn, I'm off the bike for a week. Have you had that yet said first crash?
I don't know if it consists of a first crash. Like, I did fall off my bike, but it was such a small wipeout that it didn't hurt. So like our leaves have fallen, and so wet, slippery leaves leave for bad traction. So I was trying to turn tight on a corner, and then my front tire just skids on it, and then the whole bike skidded out from me, and then I landed on the ground.
That counts as first crash, wouldn't you say, Joey? Yeah. That's a washout.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was just expecting it to hurt a lot more.
Thank goodness it didn't. But that definitely counts. Are you jumping and everything now, or where are you at in your progression of it?
Yeah, the skiing is really really bad for making you jump in mountain biking, because you're already used to being in the air. So then you're like, oh, a bike. Okay, I can do it.
That's awesome. That's spatial. You have that spatial awareness of where your body is in space.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. That's similar to Braden Bringhurst, how he was like killer in skiing and BMX, jumped on a mountain bike and just progressed so fast. Trail Pip is saying, that happened to me last night trail riding. Those leaves are slippery. Damn, we don't have leaves out here. Joey, what do we have that's slippery other than the dirt?
Cactus poker things.
I have two. I have two. They're not bridges, but they're walkways that are like a bridge, I would say, but they're made of non-wood. They're that Trex deck, and if there's any moisture on that, forget about it.
Oh yeah, that like plasticky wood thing.
Yeah. Oh,
I wanted to say it at the start, but I like how you can tell like who streams all the time and who doesn't, because it's like, oh, messy back end behind me, let's blur it, and you guys have like these beautiful setups behind you.
Yes. No, that's good. We need you in the lab making glasses, making the best glasses for good days, man. That's it's good that you're not streaming too much.
No, is that a beer can for the Green Bay Packers in the top right there, Joey?
No. Definitely not the Green Bay Packers at this house.
No.
Where are we here?
The red thing. What is that a?
Oh. This is the red phone. If you need a bike, I can just call YT and hook you up.
That's sick. Do I get a good price on it?
Oh yeah, it takes you. This is a good phone. It gets you right to
YT. Joey is pals with the president there of YT, so we always joke that that's
false alarm.
It's the red phone.
What's the term of like like when they cancel out like DEFCON 5 or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Trail Pimp's actually asking you, Joey says, I need a decoy, Joey.
Can I just trade them? Can I just trade them optics for a bike?
Man, I don't know.
They're like, it's a good deal. A bike costs us, whatever.
Yeah. Well, Joey has the red phone.
I know Trump Pimp said that too. Have you looked at the YTs at all?
No, I haven't.
Definitely, because you said you're looking at the Canon, and it's a great bike. It's in my backyard, the company. I could ride right over there. But look at YT also.
Cool.
Yeah. It's also direct to consumer, like Canyon is as well.
Yes, I guess too.
Yeah. So good bikes. That's what we ride a lot. Part of that is because Joey's pals with the president there, and that's been very helpful. The bikes itself are awesome. The athletes who ride them are super cool, and just the whole culture and vibe is all about fun. What's JT, the president, he says it's not all about first place. Most of it's all about fuck yeah, like having a good time.
Yeah, and look at
So
Red Bull Rampage. Like, who are you seeing the most videos of right now?
yes, Ben Venn, that
Right.
dude,
And no, but he had a great time.
he did. He did. I can't believe that run got him 8th place.
Yeah, that's the
That
judges weren't looking. Something's up. I mean, just look at all the videos out there. It's all him.
Well,
yes.
Yeah.
it seemed to be a weird year for that bike event. It seemed like there wasn't a lot of looking at the start, which made a lot of noise for a certain demographic.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Cam Zink's insane. He went straight down the mountain. You know, that's where a lot of the points, if you just point it and go straight down, you're gonna generally land on top of that contest right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Him and Kyle just descending down that thing like they had parachutes on, that confidence. They're beasts and insane. One of my favorites was when Cam Zink was getting ready to do his line off the top. He was doing the caveman drop, right? Off the top. And one of the other fellow riders got on his belly to look over the edge. He was like crawling to look over the edge because that's how crazy it is. It's like nuts. It's nuts. But yeah, Ben Ven's run was sick. He did that front flip. I don't know if you saw it, Jared. He did that front flip over the big canyon gap. Yeah, Trope him saying it right there. That canyon front flip is a podium for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like if you were playing a mountain bike video game. He 360'd the first one, then he backflipped under the lily pad, and then he front flipped over the canyon. Like that's podium for sure.
Yeah, that was crazy stuff. Johnny out of Miami saying Brendog, that 60-foot gap jump. Yes. Yeah. And Brendog actually was the only, I think, if I'm wrong, tell me, but was he the only rider to use the battleship on his run,
I believe
contest
there
run?
was only one guy that hit the battleship. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I don't
insane.
remember who it was, but yeah, only one.
Yeah, I think
Did you see Cam Zink's post of the the big backflip that did it for him? Did you see that the lip broke away right where he took off?
Yeah, he said he was gonna do Jared, if you saw it, the winner of the Red Bull Rampage contest this year was Cam Zink, and he had won it a decade ago. And he had been invited, and finally got it this year. But his first run, he had this masterful line he was going to complete, and right when he got to the canyon drop, he had I forget, he cased the jump before and ran out of speed and had to stop. So he had a did not finish on run 1. So run 2, he had to complete it, and he had to just go off. And so he did everything up to the point of the canyon gap, which is 60 feet, and I don't know how many feet down. Too far down to count. You don't want to get down in there.
Yeah.
But when he went off of his backflip, he didn't get the pop he normally wanted, and in slow motion, it shows his back tire kind of sink down. The lip kind of broke away on him. I believe it broke away, or his tire
It broke away. That there's a good photo. I think it's on his Instagram of the lip where it's broken off, and he owns up to he's the one that built that lip. So
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
yeah,
right.
I think he added a little to it. I think he extended it a little bit, but yeah, that drop was insane.
That was insane. And the other insane part about that is that he was going to throw a backflip knack off of that, but when he didn't get the pop, he just considered just only doing the backflip. like, whoa.
Oh, just a backflip, no big deal.
Right? It was insane. And the fact that he kind of corked it too. That was the other part that was scary, is that he went a little sideways, and he went.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was from the lip. I think that was a little bit from the lip.
Right?
And then there's us. It's like, we just wish we don't die when in the air.
Right? Yes. Or you're in the air, you're like, how did I get here?
Him backflipping that, and then Kyle Straight launching off of that. He's so far out in the air, like above the ground and far out off the mountain. It's got to be the best photo of
when he's doing the Sui. Here's an old picture, but check out the gap here. This isn't even the gap, but we're talking about. Let me see if I can find that thing. That is insane. I think my palms were sweaty, like literally. the
day.
whole entire time watching that. It was insane. It was insane. Rampage. All right, I'm gonna try to pop that up for us so we can see. Oh, that brings up a UFC fighter if you just type in Rampage. Red Bull
That'd be a good name
Rampage.
for the new Ford.
That would be a good one. Red
I
Bull
don't know what it
Rampage.
looks like, but yeah,
Actually, why don't I just go to Cam Zink's Instagram? That would probably be smarter.
there you go.
There we go. All right. Bringing this up for you guys so we can all see it. And Joey, if your eyes are working there, I believe this is it right here. Is this the lip that broke away?
That's it.
Cool.
Look at that. If you just look
Yeah.
down beyond that, that's certain death. Jeez. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Look at that.
You can see the back tire just drop a little too right there.
Wow. Wow. And look at the landing. He took off on the far left corner and he landed far right. Look at how it kind of, oh, even though I know he's going to land that, I feel like he's going to fly off of it. Look at this. Right? You just don't move too far to the right, Cam.
That's nuts.
That's so nuts. That's so nuts. Joe Pip is saying you should see Zink's backflip from 2014 on the Icon Center. God, man. That's insane. Yeah. Octodad's saying no, there was Godziak too, but he crashed on the
That's
battleship.
right. Godziak did it. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Dang, that's so insane. This sport's crazy, but crazy fun, which is awesome. Jared, I know I've had you on the show now for over an hour, but tell us one more time, if people are interested in the Good Day Optics, where can they go to take a look at them and buy some?
Yeah, I mean, it's no different than, Canyon or YT being direct to consumer. We're the same way. So hop on our website, check us out. I was thinking, we should for people who are actually interested, we should just set it up like a discount code right now and see what happens.
Sure. Yeah.
Why don't we set up, once we're over, I'll set up segment 15 and that'll get 15% off for the next 48 hours, let's say.
Nice. We'll see if we'll get people on that. Segment 15. Doesn't matter if it's all caps or lowercase or just segment 15 as long as it's spelled correctly.
Yeah, as long as it's spelled correctly.
Segment 15. There it is, folks. Segment 15 to check it out. And when you look at it, you've got the goggles and the glasses. For people that are wearing their half shells or full face, do the glasses, are they, have you wore the sunglasses with the full face at all? Or do you just go goggles?
You can actually go on my Instagram account at Such Adventure and you'll see me wearing the full face with the sunnies.
Got it. Which ones were you rocking on yours?
The Jennas. The Jennas are what I ride for mountain biking all the time.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. That's cool. And then all the different colors, make sure you pick the right ones. But there is, which I love, that there is an actual quiz to take if you want to wear the white non-douche color and you have to pass that.
Yeah, we scroll social media, we check them out, make sure that there aren't any like douchebag traits. And then if it's like questionable, they'll get the survey. And then if they fail the survey, they're either getting, stealth black or bright as F yellow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Octodad is saying sweet discount code. Thanks, bro. Right on, Marty. Hope you can put that to good use as well. Joe Pip is saying consumer direct sold. There you go, Medi. Hop on there. What color would you get, Joey?
I'm usually pretty boring and go black. So.
And which ones would you do? Would you do the Jennas or would you do?
If I'm riding, yeah, I mean one for walking around and one for riding.
Look at you go, man. That's pretty cool. I think that for half shell, that bright as F yellow is dope too. I should get that. Let me get this back on here.
Yeah,
get this back on here.
The yellow ones.
Their segment 15 is live right now, so anyone who wants
15,
to do it, 15% off for the next 48 hours.
Gotcha. Let's put that on segment 15 for 15% off. For the folks that are listening on iTunes and Spotify from around the globe, this will go live Friday. Could we run it one more day? Just run it through the whole weekend
Yeah.
since they won't get the audio until tomorrow.
Yeah, let's run it. Let's run it till Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time.
Sweet, 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 sweet. There you go, folks that are on Spotify and iTunes. When you guys catch this on Friday, you have the full weekend to pick it out, but they will be ending. And don't forget that is a lifetime warranty on these. Should you break them, scratch them, forget about them, somehow wad yourself up in a yard sale and they go flying into a rock, whatever the case is.
You go wakeboarding with glasses on.
Wakeboarding with glasses on. The only dude wakeboarding with glasses on, except for the ones that float.
Well, so and then like our warranty is awesome. Our return policy, we went double of what anyone else is we're 60-day return policy, and it's a used policy. So like we want you to try out the glasses. We want you to use them, and like if you really hate them, you can still, and you want to like unleash your inner serial killer before you go full serial killer mode, you can send them back to us in like little tiny pieces with notes, and we'll still refund you the money.
That's awesome. Perfect for Halloween.
Yeah.
Going around the corner. That's awesome, Jared. And again, what's the name of the website so people can click that into their phones and computers?
Super simple, gooddayoptics.com.
Gooddayoptics.com. And if they want to interface with you guys on Instagram, what's your handle over there?
Same thing, Good Day Optics.
Good Day Optics. This is awesome. It's always your choice to have a good day. You know, put that mindset in when the day starts. And when you get those glasses on, look at those lenses a different way because it should always be a good day. Thank you all so much for jumping on. Really appreciate it. The chats, you guys are always awesome. Consumer Direct sold. Another one going out there. Jared, thank you for jumping on. I love the vision. I love your energy behind this brand. And I look forward to seeing it out there. It's going to be awesome.
Thank you. And I look forward to when we have our Good Day event where the segment comes up to Canada.
That is going to be a definite good day. Heck yeah. Let's make that happen.
Get Mia to come up too. Like have everyone.
I follow Mark everywhere. So
heck yeah. Heck yeah.
We're going to New Zealand. We're going everywhere.
It's going to be fun.
The Good Day World Tour.
Yeah.
The Good Day. We got room on the segment credit card. Let's spend it. We can't take it with us. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys back here in studio for episode 130. But until then, see you guys at the top.
Have a good day.